Hello everybody, I'm Duke James. This is Vietnam 3.0. Manpower went up to 48,000, so that's an additional 12,000 from enlistment, so I think that's happened now, and our force limit went up to 30, so I'm gonna build some troops, get up to that force limit. Something like that. And then get those guys drilling. I definitely have a provincial corruption problem. They made some changes where now state reach won't increase if it hurts your corruption, something like that. So there's some balancing changes around this because I think they realize that this is a huge problem, but definitely want to reform the administration early on and get rid of stuff that, or do stuff that gets rid of provincial corruption. Like I'm probably right now going to do this one. This one reduces state corruption by point. Oh no, that's state corruption. I don't want that. I want provincial corruption. I think I would do this one, except it's plus 20 bureaucracy corruption. It's a lot of corruption, and negative 30 elite loyalty. It also costs mill points. I'm going to do one of those once I get the next mill tech, because then my corruption will increase. And that'll give me even more corruption, so I'm going to start trying to do some more reforms that reduce provincial corruption to get that down. Because that is pretty high. And then my power projection, I am doing Humiliated Bengal, Eclipsed Majapahit, plus 20. Okay, yeah. So that's at plus 60, so I'm getting an additional 1 monarch point. So I'm getting 13 mill points. And let's see. Colombian imports is spreading now, so it's pretty much to the south. Everybody should get that. I think it requires commercialization, so China hopefully will have a problem getting that. Yeah, commercialization has to be present. Commercialization is not spreading in any of the Chinese powers, so hopefully they fall behind on techs. Also, England showed up. They have a province over there and a province over here now. So England and Castile have shown up. So more people are joining the party over here. They're doing pretty badly on corruption as well. The European powers. Castile's at 50. England at 41. I think for meritocracy, I'm going to have to invent it. Ruler skill has to be greater than 3. Admin. Means of recruitment. I think means of recruitment. From the bottom one, I don't have Sovereign Courts Reform 2. That is this one. That gives negative 30 elite loyalty. Negative 30 relations between the elite factions. It's that 20 bureaucracy corruption that's pretty bad, so I think I'll actually do this one because it also reduces provincial corruption by 0.1, a little bit of global autonomy, and gives a little bit of base welfare as well. And that is required for the spread of meritocracy, I think. Because it says 2 on greater than or equal to 2 on the bottom, so I think if I get this one, meritocracy should spread. I assume I don't have to invent it because I'm literally right next to the birth of meritocracy, so I think what I'll do is give the nobility that privilege. This privilege. I don't want to, but it increases their relations by 25 plus 20 noble loyalty and reduces bureaucracy corruption, so that'll cut that bureaucracy corruption in half. I'm going to do this, actually. I'm going to arrange a strategic marriage. That'll give them 5 influence. Also some loyalty. So that gets them to 30. So then I should be able to grant them this. So I'll do that. Hopefully this stays above 30. Because I don't want to do it now until I get this. Let's see where it goes. Does it drop? No, it's still increasing. Okay, perfect. Should be able to do that next year since I get 13 points a month. Song and Ming still love each other. We gain 422 manpower a month. What does it cost? It costs 203 ducats. Actually not that bad. Compared to the property costs. Malaria and ternates. Colombian imports should come really fast though, because it's spreading in Lusong at 1.42 per month, so that'll be present in 4 years there. This spreads really fast. 1.3 over here. I just have to trade with nodes that haven't, and I should be trading down here. They just have to embrace it. I think. Because they haven't, someone's embraced it in Malacca, so I'm going to recall a merchant there. I'm not sure entirely how this works. No, that was the wrong thing. I think they actually have to have merchants in my nodes. I always think it goes me to them, but I'm pretty sure it's them to me. So I don't think that's going to do anything. But I'll leave it there. I'll leave them there. What are these guys? Tech 23, Ming is 21. Yeah, I could probably wait. Castile, or England is Tech 20. Castile is Tech 22, so they're both behind me by a couple techs, so I'll go ahead and do these reforms, because the sooner I do these reforms, the better. So I'll do this one. 20 bureaucracy corruption, 5 corruption, -10 relations between the bureaucrats and the state, -30 relations between the elites and the state, 30 relations, 30 elite loyalty from everybody. Okay, it looks like it didn't do anything with the clans. So my corruption is now 84%. I'm gonna see what that decays by, actually. And then I'll go ahead and do... Burgers are dropping, so I'll go ahead and do this support burger autonomy to get them up. I'm gonna see what that goes to, actually. Because if this drops by like 5% a year, might not need to give that privilege to them. Or at least hold off a couple years before doing it to get the max benefit. Alright, they're drilling. It's a lot of diseases. Okay, my manpower is now 57,000, so it ticked up another 9,000 before its limit went up to 34. I'll wait a little bit before building more troops. That means I should also have, yeah, 4 mercs now available as well. So enlistment is coming through. Should increase the costs by even more now. 260, so from 200 to 260. Alright, this guy took over. He's a 334. So we gained a dip point. I assume everybody hates me. Aristocrats are okay, metropolitans are okay. Really, only the bureaucrats hate me. Negative 69. They hate me. I think corruption... This is so low. I can't really do much about this. It's because of high corruption. So as corruption decreases, that should increase. I'll do a new alignment. I assume the aristocrats are going to go below 30. And this isn't going to tell me anything until next year. Let's see if I can hold off till next year on choosing an alignment. Our ruler is a pacifist. Interest per annum -2. Yearly army tradition decay. Diplo rep liberty desire. So our interest per annum is now 1%. Pretty sure that used to be like 0.25%. I think they thought that was too low, so they bumped it up to 1. I think Paradox did that. Bad thing about loans is it adds inflation, so I'll hold off on that. Also because I don't need to. The recent land appropriation expired. How's commerce doing, actually? Best province for commerce is this one. I have 50% of the commerce here, 88 ducats. So that's why this is 329 ducats. This levy en masse is the next manpower reform from the bureaucrats. That requires a lot. Nationalism institution. Yeah, they just picked the aristocrats. I thought that might happen. That's alright. Grab those bureaucrats. Dump those guys. So close. Yeah, the nobles, I don't think they give us really any manpower. 24.8 mil points are going towards service, which is the bureaucracy. So that privilege, I don't think that's really going to cost me much manpower at all. Speaking of which, my manpower is now 62,000, so it went up another 5,000. Force limit's 37, so I'm inching closer to the 50 that I feel like I need. I'm not sure even 50 is enough, but 50 is better than the 24 that I had before, so... What are they actually at now? Okay, Song actually dropped 7,000, Ming stayed the same, so... I gained 6,000 troops. They dropped troops. They dropped 7,000. So maybe they won't attack if I get enough troops. Also increases my mercs to 5. So I don't really have much of a problem doing that. Privilege. It's dropping by 4%. Could do that. Doesn't do anything with bureaucracy. So that's 3 years. I think I would do that if I wanted to do another reform. Which I could do. I think loyalty is pretty low with everybody though, so I might hold off on that. That's dropping. This one actually increases elite loyalty, but also gives 10 bureaucracy corruption, so I want to do stuff that reduces provincial corruption. This one adds 15 bureaucracy corruption. Plus 20 bureaucracy corruption. Yeah, I'll hold off on those reforms and the privilege for now. There's a bureaucrat. Perfect. Yeah, these guys really want my territory now. What did I ever do to you guys? Besides attack you a ton of times and loot your provinces. Justify trade conflict against them. Okay, so yeah, that reform, I'm not going to list off all the things, but I believe that reform that I did, I believe all the provincial spread requirements are done. So the fact that I don't have meritocracy spreading means, I think it means that I have to invent it, even though I'm literally border their provinces over there. Province legalism present, capital infrastructure greater than or equal to 1. Is capital and capital infrastructure greater than or equal to 1? If that's true, that means, there's means of recruitment, which has to be level 3. My means of recruitment right now is 1. In order to do that, I need civil examinations 2. In order to do civil examinations, I would need either the meritocracy institution, or 60 executive authority, or capital infrastructure of 3 or higher. My capital infrastructure is 2, so what would rank 3 be? How much would that cost? 4,000 ducats. Alright. That's a lot. Ouch. What's the census at? What's my pop growth? Let's check this out. 39,000. Fighting age men 590,000. About 6.7 thousand residents every year. Not bad. Tenant income has gone, income spending is now negative. But their life is 1.5, comfort 1.3, luxury 0.8. The burgers are rich. Food demand and production is kind of going even. Salt's now negative. Fiber's still pretty good. Fuel's good. Raw materials pretty good. Exotic goods, not so much. Consumers, good. Military, not so much. Naval's good. Industrial's good. Luxury, not so much. Knowledge is good. So I keep putting money into this province. Their industry. It's not leading to increased production, but it's not leading to deficits, though. I assume it's slowly leading to increased production, because you can see the throughput is 50% for all of the urban industries, so they're only producing half what they could, because I assume labor is why they're not doing more. Looks like this province is actually Many's 10,000 with 23,000 people living here, so it looks like that's actually ticked down. Let's go ahead and build that back up to rank 2. That is 2. That's okay for now. That one's 28,000 out of 30,000. That one's okay for now. This one is 3, rank 3. That's 80,000, so that's 56,000 there, so that's good. My capital is good. It is 55,000. This one is 4, which is 200,000, and it has 103,000, so that one's good as well. So mostly just this one has a problem. This one is amenities rank 2 with 9,000, so that is also good. So there are 330 residents dying in this province, so I'll go ahead and build that up and get that back. Hopefully these provinces go in positive. This one's negative 110 ducats farmlands still. About 2,000 people migrating there. What about building this up to rank 2 irrigation? Yeah, go ahead and do that. This province, negative 322 forestries. I own about 16% of that, so it's not a huge deal. It's really the peasants just paying themselves higher wages, which really balances out in the end. But it causes them to migrate to the province, and then eventually they have a higher natural change. So there's now 260,000 peasants living in that province, from 20,000 at the start of the campaign. Most provinces actually aren't that negative in terms of industries, so it's like 2 provinces that are negative, that are really negative. This one's actually 100, negative 100. That one's negative 60. Okay, this one is negative 443 ducats. This is pretty bad. And I own 55% of that, so 244 ducats. So my expenses every year are 1,026. 1/4 of that, 1/4 of the entire country's expenses are from this province's farmland. Yeah, the peasants are getting paid 700 ducats, and they're only consuming 327. They're investing 113, so that's... They have 6,500 ducats saved up in this province. They are rich. Natural change is 3.3 thousand with 2,000 migrating. Still not enough to reduce that. What about building irrigation rank 3? Because irrigation rank 2 gives 20%, so rank 3 would double that to 40%, which should hopefully increase the yield and make that positive faster. 341 ducats, I'll pay that. Hopefully that can help out with those provinces. Also, this province is now the largest city on the continent. Major center of learning, dominant center of trade, major center of production. It actually only has 150,000 residents, so... But is the largest city on the continent. Must be Indochina. Because there's no way they could compete with China. Negative 54. Stability's doing a little bit better. Corruption should decrease by about 4%. Getting some mill points. Alright, I'm going to end this part here and pick up my next part. So, thank you for watching. Just gotta spend some time to get mill points, complete these ideas, stay on par with tech. We've completed probably most of the reforms. Increased our manpower from about 35,000-ish to about 62,000, so almost double. Force limit 37, that'll probably increase even more as well. So, getting corruption down, hopefully. All to fight the Ming Song Alliance. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.